Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys today. Going to be talking to you about Canton and the Canton Network. Well, guys, I'm looking at Canton right now. Looks like it's still under 10 cents. And from the news that we're hearing today, it might be there for a moment. So just saying, this is, what can I say? Good opportunity to look at it in more detail. But remember what it was say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see today, we just ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. We are growing and we ask that you grow with us. Thank you guys for your participation and your viewing. So let's go ahead and start looking a little bit. First of all, we're looking at the market cap right now is 3.8 billion. Let's see what else we got. It's down. Canton has been down like what 3.5% over the last 24 hours. Now let's see what was happening over the week. Over the week, Canton is up actually about 7.5%. Not bad for us. For the month, Canton is down 31%. That is the, how can I say, the most dynamic move that we've seen in this set. And for the year, I think is down 36% or so. So let's see what's going on there. And all time is down 33%. Canton is a very new coin. And so we can't be too surprised by some of this. Let me see where the actual, it looks like it actually started in, trying to see if I can get that. Hold on. All time, where did it start? Last year, September of last year was when Canton actually came on the market. So it's very new, almost a year old as far as being in the market. So therefore, what we're looking at is a situation where we have opportunity to dive into this. Looks like the low that we've had so far has been like 6 cents. Don't know if we're going to get all the way back down there, but from what I can see, this is not a bad spot to be DCAing anywhere below 10 cents. So just a heads up on that in case you are interested. Now, let me see. Markets, Canton, what is on Upbid, OKX, Bybit, Bidget, Gate. We got KuCoin, Mexi. Let's see what else we're looking at. Crypto.com, Kraken. So it's definitely on a few of these markets. I notice it's not on Binance or Coinbase, but at the same time, it is moving pretty well. So just a heads up on that in case you're interested in Canton. Now let's go to the actual market here, talk about some more material that we have. So currently the market is down a little bit. So let's see, it's at 2.16 trillion. Fear and greed is at 36. We'll see what happens with the fear. Now, Bitcoin is at about 62,000. Ethereum is still at about 1,800. Binance is holding steady at 600. I see that. And let's see, Solana at $75. So things are pretty steady at the moment. Now, let's see what else we got. Everything seems to be pretty decent. Moving on a little bit. Let's check this Bitcoin dominance out. According to what we have right here, Bitcoin dominance is at 58.3%, Ethereum at 10.5%, and the others at 31.2%. So we'll see what happens in that particular case. Things are trying to move along nicely, so we'll just see what happens. Got a little bit of news here. Let's go ahead and start mentioning this right now. US Securities Regulator cancels meeting to vote on crypto rules. So right here it says the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, on Thursday abruptly canceled a meeting scheduled for Friday on whether the agency should propose new crypto-related rules. In a statement, an SEC spokesperson said the meeting would be moved due to an unforeseen scheduling issue. So, interesting. The agency was set to vote on proposing highly anticipated exemptions that would allow crypto startups to raise capital without having to comply with traditional securities offering rules. Interesting. The delay comes after the Senate left Washington on Saturday for a 5-week recess without voting on the industry's top legislative priority, the Clarity Act, suggesting the bill's chances of passage have dimmed. The bill, if passed, would create new federal rules tailored to cryptocurrencies and would put companies on a more sound legal footing, lobbyists say. Under Trump's news was the SEC chair. We got Paul Atkins. The agency has reversed its crypto policy, laying out sweeping plans to overhaul capital markets regulations to accommodate tokens and blockchain-based trading. Its previous Democratic leader had sued multiple crypto companies, alleging their tokens were effectively securities and that they should have complied with the SEC registration and disclosure rules. All right, let me mention this real quick, and I think this is very important for us to understand, is that although the situation with crypto is not perfect, we actually have a situation in crypto where we're dealing with people who as far as this particular administration, who are more friendly to crypto than ever before. So this is going to be, well, for today. I'm not surprised why the market's in fear and why it's down, because this meeting has been canceled. But at the same time, this may be an opportunity to look at some coins that you haven't in a while. I think taking a look at Canton, fact that Canton is down a little bit today and under 10 cents may be an advantage to us if you're looking at it. Now, let's give us some more Canton information, though. And this is what CoinGate, MUFG plans blockchain test for Japanese government bond settlement on the Canton Network. So we got some good news. And this is from Japan. So right here it says that MUFG is testing real-time blockchain settlement for Japanese government bond repo transactions using Canton Network technology. There you go, guys. The pilot targets Japan's, what we got, 270 trillion yen repo market while keeping government bonds off the blockchain. Tokenized deposits and stablecoins may handle payments with commercial deployment targeted between 2027 and 2029. This is very promising for the future, so that's very good. Japan's Mitsubishi UFJ Financial Group is testing blockchain-based settlement for government bond repo transactions, targeting faster transfers in a market with outstanding balances of about 270 trillion yen. So this is really good. Got another opportunity for Canton to show its stuff, guys. Let's go to another. This is from crypto.news. And so right here it says that SBI plans Japan-Korea stablecoin network on Canton. Beautiful. So more good news for Canton. So SBI Digital Practice and South Korea's Notify agreed to jointly develop a cross-border payment and settlement network between Japan and South Korea using Canton Network infrastructure. So this looks really promising as well. So just a heads up on that. Says the companies announced the memorandum of understanding on August 7th, calling the initiative Project MUFG. The first phase will use yen-denominated and won-denominated test tokens rather than live commercial stablecoins, according to SBI's release. The project is designed to address the current use of the US dollar as an intermediary in some Japan-Korea settlements. SBI said sequential settlement through a dollar vehicle can create additional friction and settlement risk. Project MUFG instead plans to settle both sides of a currency exchange simultaneously on Canton. So therefore, using the stablecoin So well, that should work out pretty well. Like I said, more good Canton news. 100 trillion in liquid assets, U.S. Treasuries, equities, and ETFs, all movable between traditional and on-chain form on Canton with real-time settlement and 24/7 access. So Kelly Matheson on what it means for DTCs, member banks, broker dealers, and custodians. This is on X. I'm not going to be able to play this because it's a little bit too lengthy, but at the same time, if you want to look on X, formerly known as Twitter, you'll see it there. All right. Canton is, let's see, this is a little bit of information from Hecto. It says July was huge for Canton Network. It says while most blockchains are still auditioning for institutional use case, Canton spent the month settling real U.S. treasuries and equities in production, with Asian banks and global institutions moving from interested to invested. Privacy, compliance, and real capital markets volume. And so this is more good Canton news. All right, let's wrap it up. It says right here that Canton Network USDCX brings USDC to Canton, backed 1-to-1 by ERC20. USDC locked in Circles X reserve contract. Transfers inherit Canton's privacy model and settle, see, atomically alongside other CIP, 58 assets. Either both legs complete or neither does. So things going very well. And USDCX is very similar to USDC, except USDCX is going on the Canton network. So that is very good. Overall, guys, things are going well. Main thing is, maybe consider scooping up Canton below 10 cents, not financial advice. But like I said, if you need a DCA, if you're already invested and you're over 10, might be a good opportunity to get down into this area. And we know it's not going to be there forever. So keep that in mind.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.